Today, we are starting with a concept that is absolutely essential, the variable. If you understand variables, you understand how programs keep track of information. So what exactly is a variable? As you can see here, it's a named container. In technical terms, it is a specific storage space in your computer's memory. We use variables to store data so that our programs can refer to that data, use it in calculations, or even change it as the code runs. To make this easier to visualize, look at this image. Think of a variable as a physical box. Every box needs a label. That's the variable's name. Inside the box, you place a piece of information like a number or a word. Wherever you need that information, you just look for the box with the right label. One final detail to keep in mind, the name of the variable acts as a handle. Instead of worrying about where the computer stores the data deep in its hardware, you just use the name to retrieve or update the value. It's a simple way to manage complex data. Next, let's learn how to actually put something inside these boxes using assignment. Building on what we just covered regarding the concept of a variable as a container, let's look at how we actually put data inside. This process is called assigning values. In Python. We use the assignment operator, which is represented by the single equals sign. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean mathematically equal. Instead, think of it as an instruction to link a value to a name. The basic syntax follows a strict order. First, you write the name of your variable, then the assignment operator, and finally the value you want to store. This structure ensures Python knows exactly where the data belongs. Take this example, age equals 25. In this case, the integer 25 is stored inside the variable named age. Later in your code, when you use the word age, Python will retrieve that stored value for you. Now that we've had a chance to experiment with creating variables, we need to talk about the grammar of variables. Specifically, the technical rules Python enforces when you name them. First, every variable name must start with either a letter or an underscore. While numbers are allowed, they cannot be at the very beginning of the name also. Keep it clean. Use only letters, numbers, and underscores. If you try to use spaces or hyphens, Python will return a syntax error. It's also crucial to remember that Python is case sensitive. As we see here, age and age are treated as two entirely different variables. Additionally, avoid reserved keywords like if or print, as these are already reserved for specific functions in the language. Building on our previous section regarding naming rules, let's explore how Python manages the actual data inside those variables through dynamic typing and reassignment. In Python, we benefit from auto-detection. You don't need to use specific keywords like int or string when creating a variable. The language is dynamic, meaning the type is determined automatically at runtime based on the value you provide. Crucially, the assignment operator, the equal sign, acts as a way to update the container. It doesn't just set a value once, it allows you to override the current content with something entirely different. Building on the logic of variable assignment we just covered, let's look at how we can make our programs truly interactive. This is where we learn to capture user input. To do this, we use the input function. This function tells Python to pause and wait for the user to type something using their keyboard. You can also include a prompt string like a message to guide the user on what they should enter. Imagine the input function as a waiting messenger. It stays at the prompt until the user hits the enter key. Then it rushes that data back into your code. As you can see here, we use the assignment operator to connect that captured data to a variable. In the example name equals input, the result is stored in the variable name.